Hello and welcome to TV10 Sports. I'm your announcer, Josh Hamron.
And
You're
I'm
my
Megan
co-announcer,
Schrader.
Megan.
Oh, hey, Josh.
Hey.
It's senior night here, and it's an exciting meet because they're playing Harrison, who is
Harrison
just across
Hawks.
the town. So it's exciting for them.
It is going to be a really good meet. This is the last home meet this season for North Farmington.
It's
And
so sad.
it is. It is. But Harrison is a really good team this year.
So you think they have really good competition today?
Oh, they do. They're going to put up a really good fight.
Well,
North's
this
going
will
to
be
have
exciting to watch.
fight hard. But hopefully this senior night will give them some motivation.
Yeah, just make them try that much harder.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited to see the outcome.
Yeah. All right, so on North, our two captains are Lindsay McDonald and Hadley O'Brien. Our seniors also include Lindsay McDonald, Hadley O'Brien, Leah Caloris, Rebecca Bartkey, Sheer Starr, and Ariel Stolman.
And our Harrison captains today are Emma Sutherland, Miranda Shelley, Ellen Lever, Paige Kondek, and the seniors are Rebecca Ledum, Mimi Nacko, Carrie Grubbs, Emma Sutherland, Miranda Shelley, Ellen Lever, and Paige Kondek again.
Mm-hmm. Yep, a lot of seniors on Harrison.
Yeah, there is. They're
All right,
going to lose a lot of good people for next year.
Does.
Okay.
All right, so first event coming up is the 200 medley relay.
And do you know who's swimming for that, Josh?
I do. Tonight, North is occupying the odd lane, so North will be in lane 1, 3, and 5, and Harrison will be swimming in lanes 2, 4, and 6. All right, yeah, so the women's 200-yard medley relay, heat 1 of 1. In lane 1 for North Farmington, we have Noah Arlo, Lauren Mann, Lauren Black, and Manasseh Kanaganati. Lane 2 for Harrison, Maggie Kondek, Julia Borey, Maggie Lever, Abby Goshhorn. For lane 3 for North Farmington, we have Emma Bradley, Hadley O'Brien, Annika Gidley, Alyssa Goodwin. Oh, just a good start.
Oh.
Backstrokers getting in the water. And they're off. All right. Lane 4 for Harrison, Joanna Sayati, Michaela Depker, Miranda Shelley, and Ellen Lever. Lane 5 for North Farmington, Emma Green, Leah Caloris, Sophia Schmall, Alyssa Locke. And in Harrison, lane 6, Sydney Poison, Jordan Crawford, Rachel Paul, and Chiana Wall. All right.
Lane 3 pulling ahead.
All right. Here you go. North in the lead.
Other lanes are catching up quite quickly.
All right. On the breaststroke leg. Coming up next is the Butterflyers. And there goes North. Huge lead. Farmington coming behind him. Oh, here comes Harrison catching up.
Oh. North still has a big lead. Oh, but it looks like Harrison's coming up. Lane 4.
All right, here we go with North. Still have the lead. Alyssa Goodwin. Oh, it's tied between Alyssa Goodwin and Ellen Lever for first place. Who's going to come out on top?
Oh, this is going to be a close one.
Ooh, it's going to be close indeed. Looks like Ellen is in lead.
Oh, Harrison's
Just a tad. It's going to be a tap out. All right. And there we go with Harrison first win of the night. All right.
Well, North kept it in there for the first 3
Yep.
heats, and then Harrison just stole it in the last one. So
Yeah, Harrison puts up a good fight. North had the lead, but Harrison clinched it with their anchor. All right, next event is the women's 200-yard freestyle.
in heat one of those is go by last names: Petraka, Sutherland, Longnecker, Burnett, Teeny, Nacko, and those are our 6.
All right, so this is going to be heat 1 of 1.
Okay, this is event number 2, 200-yard freestyle, 1 of 1.
200-yard freestyle.
It's going to be a race between Emily Brunette and M. Longnecker.
In lane number 1 for North Farmington, Kavita Petrica. Lane 3,
They're off.
in lane 5, Nicole Teeny.
Harrison in the lead, but North with second and third. Can they keep that? Up, here comes Harrison coming up second. This is a quite long race, so just because they're winning now does not mean they'll be winning at the last leg.
Just like the previous race we just saw.
True.
Harrison in the lead.
Yeah, so here comes Harrison dominating right now. On the last 50, Nicole Teeny in a battle for second place with Harrison.
But Harrison still has that huge lead.
Mm-hmm. All right, here we go. Can Nicole Teeny come up to beat Harrison's Sutherland?
And Harrison for the win.
All right. Harrison is just dominating first place now. Harrison was second and third. Harrison sweeps the event.
Harrison's off to a very good start.
Harrison has been dominating in their league recently.
Oh, really?
They've had a great season. They've had some great seniors this year.
Yeah, they had a huge list of them.
Next year they're going to be struggling with all that talent lost.
They're going to be trying to bring up the underclassmen and reshape what they had.
All right, so our next event is the 200 IM.
We have Schmal, Dopeker, Gidley, Shelley, Ehrlich, and Vori. see if North can come and win after Harrison won both of the 2 previous races.
All right, so just about to start this third event. It's also going to be heat 1 of 1.
Okay, event 3, 200-yard IM. Heat 1 of 1, Mr. Stern.
All right. Swimmers are stepping up.
Alrighty. And they're off.
And here we go, making a splash. All right, the 200 IM consists of a 50 butterfly, 50 back, 50 breast, and then 50 free.
Harrison in the lead.
Harrison in the lead all night, but in lane 3 we have Annika Gidley, an amazing swimmer here in North Farmington. Only a sophomore. Coming in second. Can she keep the lead on her backstroke? Backstroke's not her best stroke, but when it comes to the breaststroke, she'll dominate.
Harrison at second now, stealing from Annika.
All right. Annika's still in a battle for second place. Coming to the breaststroke now.
Harrison just dominating first.
All right, here we come. All right, it looks like Harrison is now first and second place. Harrison has one heck of a team this year. They really do. It's hard to put up a good competition against this team.
Yeah, Harrison coming in third now as well.
All right, here we go. Harrison first place. The time of 2 minutes 20 seconds, .81. Harrison also in second and third. Harrison has just swept 2 events in a row. That is going to be a huge lead for Harrison. North's going to have to come back and do terrific.
Now let's see if they can try and compete with that. That's going to be hard.
All right. Yeah, what it's going to come down to is diving. If North can pull off terrific dives and Harrison is lacking, then North can take the lead. But if not, Harrison looks like they're going to be taking lead the entire night. Rough time for a senior night, but what happens, what happens.
Yeah, but it's good to be put up against some tough competition and
It is.
challenge them.
Because when you go against, yeah, and as you can see, the senior posters wall, you can see all the seniors on there with their pictures, and everyone's writing stuff on it, saying, "Oh, we love you so much. Thanks for being a senior."
And of course, it has beautiful senior pictures on it.
Oh, terrific. Gorgeous.
I can't imagine how hard it must be to leave a team who you've had so much challenge and done so many amazing
Yeah.
things with.
It's rough. But as a swimmer, I can tell you how amazing it is to say you don't ever have to swim again. Because swimming's not the most fun thing you do.
Never have to go in the cold pool again.
That pool is cold.
Yeah, I think we can all vouch for that one. All right, I am going to be back in a few minutes. I'm actually going to go sing the national anthem at the volleyball
All
game
right.
versus Farmington, just across the hall. So I will be back.
We will see you, Megan. Yeah, shout out to the girls volleyball team, North Farmington. Megan, who are they playing? Who's the volleyball team playing? North? All right, Farmington High School, yeah. Yeah, so it's going to be a rematch, North Farmington, Farmington and volleyball. They're rematching each other of their city meet, so hopefully North Farmington come out, serve some balls, and score some points. That'd be good. It'd be exciting, but we're here filming the girls swim team because these meets are incredibly close and incredibly fun to watch. Coming up now is the 50 free. 3 heats of this, 4 heats of this. All right, they're taking their mark. And they're going. They dive in. What a dive, making a splash. Here they go. So Harrison looks like it's in first, but a quick word about these first 3 heats. There's 4 heats, which means 6 people are going to swim or go race against each other during the same event. But the last heat, heat 4, is the one that actually counts for points for the team. So the first 3 heats are really just racing to beat their times and then move up into that heat 4, the top heats. So we have lane 6, which is Harrison, coming in first with 33 seconds, .11. They're also in second and third. So again, they sweep this, but because it's heat 1, doesn't count for any points towards either team.
Heat 2 of the 50-yard freestyle, Mr. Stark.
Yeah, see, if you are in a second heat, let's say, and you wanted to get into heat 4, and you swam better than someone in heat 3, well, then they'd move you to heat 3. And then if you were in heat 3 and you swam better than your teammates in heat 4, then they move you to team 4. But none of these teams, or none of heat 1, heat 2, and heat 3, none of those count for any points at all and do not affect the scoring or time of heat 4. You can only swim faster and then move yourself up a heat. Yep, so even if heat 1 had the fastest time out of everyone who swam, even in heat 4, it still would not count for any points. Only heat 4 is the one that counts. All right, so that's the end of heat 2. Harrison got first place, 31 seconds, 56 milliseconds. Pretty fast.
Heat 3, 50-yard freestyle, Mr. Stark.
All right, about to start heat 3. These swimsuits, these Harrison swimsuits are pretty cool. And they're off. Harrison in first. Here comes Harrison, still in the lead. North almost right behind him. It's going to be a tie for second. It's a 3-way tie for second right now. Oh, almost a 4-5-way tie. Now it's all a tie for third. And Harrison first and second. And Megan's back. Hello, Megan. How was
Hello.
your vocals?
Well, they hadn't started warming up yet, so
Oh,
I
wow.
decided to come back, and I'll be leaving in about 10, 15 minutes again to go do that.
Yeah. So, while we're waiting for the next heat, we have a interview with one of the guy swimmers, Alec Shapiro. He's a sophomore at North Farmington High School. He swims on the boys' team. Alec, can you give us some insight on this girls' senior night? Are you excited?
Oh, I'm very excited, Josh. I think it's a great mix of girls we got here, a lot of talented swimmers. I'm really happy to be witnessing a great night like this.
Oh, it's going to be terrific. Yeah, we've grown up swimming with these girls all year at summer swim, and to see them as seniors and captains, it's really exciting. They're going to do terrific. Any other thoughts, Alec?
Nope, that's it.
All right. That's great. Thanks, Alec. All right, here comes Harrison.
Harrison, takes
The
lead.
first. 26-24. All right, Harrison's going to get first and second, and the North's going to scoop the third spot.
Well, that's good. Harrison
Yep.
didn't claim
All
all
right.
of them.
And that's the end of the first half, essentially, of this meet, and now we're going to go into diving. All right.
All right. Well, in the first heat for 20 medley relay, Harrison came in first for that. They also came in first for the 200-yard freestyle and actually took first, second, and third, as well as the 200-yard IM. They took 1, 2, and 3 as well. And then in this past for 53, Harrison took first and second, but then Harrison swept in with third. All right, and we are going to send you to commercial, and we'll be back. All right, and we're back here at the senior swim meet. And right now we're about to do diving.
All right, there's Coach Tom. He's the diving coach for guys and girls. He's terrific, man. Terrifically good at coaching how to dive. So this is going to be exciting dive.
Harrison's off to a very good start, and hopefully North can try and compete with that.
Yep. All right, well, while these girls are still warming up, we're going to go to another interview with another swimmer, Jake Wasco. Jake Wasco, how do you feel about this senior night here at North Farmington? How do you feel about these seniors being their last home meet?
Well, I know it's a pretty emotional night, and I'm excited to see them swim. I'm sure they'll do awesome.
All right. Thanks. That's great. All right. So that's Jake Wasco. He's a male swimmer here at North Farmington. All right. Yep, so you can see them warming up. Got some good dives. See, if North can out-dive Harrison, we have a chance at redemption and coming back and winning the meet. But they got to make a splash.
It's going to be tough to do.
And it's going to be very tough.
You're right, Josh. Harrison is very good competition for our North girls.
They're terrific. All right, and here with us is Maura Ehrlich, a sophomore here at North Farmington. She is on the swim team. She is just taking a break. Maura, tell us how you feel about this meet.
What?
Tell us how you feel about this meet.
I feel like we're going to lose
You feel like you're going to lose?
because Harrison's really good.
Well, we've seen that, but what can you guys do to win this meet?
Swim hard.
Swim hard. That's
And
good
fast.
advice. And fast, yeah, fast would be helpful. What do you think about your divers?
I think that they're good. They're very good, and they practice a lot.
All right, that's great. And this is senior night for you guys. So how do you feel about this being your senior's last homecoming or last home meet?
It's sad because we know that they won't be here next year, but we'll make the best of it.
That's terrific. That's great. Thanks, Maura. All right. Still warming up. All right.
All right,
So
and that is
That's
Polly,
Polly Bashrush.
head of
IB head.
Her daughter was actually in the Olympics this summer for swimming, and she was representative of Lebanon. She used to be a counselor here at North Farmington, but then recently moved to Harrison a few years ago.
All right. All right. We are now here with Emma Gell. She is she's a junior at North Farmington. She's a swimmer, and she's also a TV10 member. How terrific. Emma, tell us about tonight. How do you feel about this meet?
Well, we're all out here just to have fun tonight. You know, Harrison's a good team, but we're in it for the fun of it, and I think we're doing pretty well.
That's terrific.
That's a
How
good
do you feel
attitude.
about the divers? How do you feel about your divers?
The divers, they've got a lot of heart. They're really good people, and Callie's killing it this season. She's doing
Yeah.
really well.
That's good.
It's pretty awesome.
That's terrific. All right, now we're going to go to Nicole Teeny. Nicole, how do you feel about tonight? How do you feel about this being the seniors' last night?
You know, this is really sad, and I'm really sad to see them go because they're a great part of our team, and we're gonna miss them a lot.
Yeah, I would miss them too. So how do you feel about coming back and winning and beating Harrison in the next half of the meet? Do you think you guys can do it? Do you think you can pull it off?
Yeah, of course.
All right,
Of course
that's
we can.
great.
We're the
All right,
Raiders.
thanks, girls. Terrific interview. And an update on the Tigers game. It's the bottom of the 7th. Tigers 6, the Stankies 1.
Still warming up for divers.
Yep, diving takes a lot of warming up. Because if you dive in cold, you're going to dive in bad. All right, look at that dive. Look at that.
Looks like there's definitely more Harrison divers than North divers.
Yep. All right, there's the Harrison coach. You can see him there coaching.
Watching his girls, he knows that they're really good competition. So
And a fun fact about this is the coaches of the teams actually are the judges of the diving. You'd think it'd be a little bit biased, but they keep it pretty good. It's pretty accurate scoring. You know, they don't, just give all their own divers 10s and the other divers 0s.
because I think they want as much as everyone to give out the fair scores and
Yeah,
the fair placement.
because girls just want to have fun.
All right, and I am off to go sing the national anthem, but Josh will keep you updated, and I'll be back in a few minutes.
All right, diving's just about to start. And Megan is off again now to go sing at the volleyball game. All right, so everyone's got to be quiet. Shh. What a dive. All right. So she got a score of 2 across the board. And here's the second dive. It's North Farmington. You gotta be really quiet during diving. What a terrific dive. Multiplier of 1.7. Let's see what she gets. Ooh, 3, 5, and 4. What a good score. All right, we're going to go to a replay of that. Look at that twist, the way she dives. Boom. Look at that. Boom, what a dive. All right, that was Harrison. Oh, 4.5 across the board, too. She's quite good. All right, here we go. All right, here's Harrison diving. Woo. All right. And gray screen. All right. Harrison's dive. Multiplier of 1.8. And 3, 4, and 3.5. Those were her scores. She has a total score of 29.7, I think. And here's North Farmington's diver. Perfect. An absolute joy to watch. Multiplied 1.7. She got a 4, 5, and a 3.5. Total score of 41.65. Terrific dive. Multiplier of 1.6. She got a 4.5, 6.5, and a 5. Well, here we go into a replay. Touch the toes, spin back. Ooh. Terrific. All right. Just what a dive. Multiplier of 2.1. 4.5, 4.5, and 5. Terrific dive. One of the best of tonight. Look at the twist. Perfect. And boom. Here's Harrison's diver. Ooh, close. Almost hit her head. But she's safe. She's good. And she had a terrific dive. 4, 4, 3.5. All right. All right. Terrific dive. Multiplied 1.7, 4, 4, and 4.5. Terrific form. All right, multiplied 1.5. She's got a 4, 4.5, and 4.5. Total score is 68.05. Go to replay. Look at that. Straight vertical. All right, what a dive by Harrison. Multiplied 1.2. He's across the board. All right, here's North. Boom. And we're going to replay. There's the replay. Great form. Enters the water perfectly. Great dive. Terrific.
Up next, Claire, we're doing a 103B, forward 1.5 somersault pike, 1-7.
All right. Wow. 6'5", 4.5.
We're doing a 303C, reverse 1.5 somersault tuck, 2.1.
All right. That was a close one.
32.55. Starting our final round of diving, Emma will be doing a 202C, back somersault tuck, 1-5. Up next, Callie will be doing a 401C, inward dive tuck, 1-4.
Clap. 18.0 is our score.
301B, reverse dive pike, 1-7.
That was a close one. That was a close one. Luckily, she's okay.
Molly's final dive, 201B.
All right, final dive. Here's the replay. Touch the toes. And then right. Always got to make sure you get that toe touch.
27.20. That concludes our diving competition.
And that's it for diving. We will not get a score of that until later on.
All right. Right now we're going to have our senior night recognition. Can I have our
Senior night.
seniors come down and line up over here by the tree? For those of you who are interested, it is the 7th inning. The Tigers are ahead 7-1.
All right, now we're going to go to our senior night for North Farmington senior ladies.
While our girls are coming down here first, I'd like to recognize Harrison seniors and thank their whole team for allowing us to participate. So can I have Harrison seniors stand up so we recognize them, please?
All right.
The first senior I had the pleasure of speaking about is Miss Rebecca Barkey.
First senior up, Rebecca Bartkey. Give her a round of applause at home. Terrific senior.
This is Rebecca's 4th year on the team. She'll be earning her 3rd varsity letter. Rebecca's current grade point average is 4.0. With that average, she'll be eligible to receive the Academic All-America Award presented by DISCO. Rebecca is also involved in the Model UN NHS, Health Occupation Students of America, plays lacrosse, is a nationally commended scholar, is a link crew leader, and is in the symphony orchestra. After graduation, Rebecca is debating among the University of Chicago, the University of Michigan, or the Lyman Briggs Honors Program at Michigan State University. She would like to study biotechnology, molecular biology, or biochemistry. Miss Rebecca Markey.
Rebecca Barkey. Terrific senior. Terrific academic. She's going to go places. All right, Leah Caloris, next senior. I went to elementary school.
This is Leah's second year on the team. She will be earning her second varsity letter in swimming to go along with her 2 varsity letters in softball. She currently has a 3.6 in grade point average. Some of Leah's favorite memories are pasta dinners, freshman kidnapping, team sleepovers, and believe me, she will miss everyone on the team and how close everyone got during the season. She is proud of having never been on a swim team until last year and then earning 2 varsity letters and dropping so much confidence. Leah is also involved on the varsity softball team, is a link crew leader, is in NHS and the PTSA, and interdisciplinary committee. After graduation, Leah is looking to go to either Michigan State University, Michigan Tech, or the University of Michigan to study general science. Miss Leah Caloris.
Leah Caloris.
All right, the next senior I have the pleasure of speaking about is Miss Lindsay McDonald. Jim and Kelly. This year, Lindsay is one of our
All right, Lindsay McDonald, third senior.
Lindsay's current grade point average is 4.0, and with that average, she will be eligible also to receive the Academic All-American Award presented by NISCA. Some of Lindsay's favorite memories from the swim team are going to wildlife with the state team and Mike and Chrissy, pasta dinners, team sleepovers, freshman kidnap, and pep rally. Mostly, she will miss all the amazing girls she got to be teammates with. During her swimming career here at North, Lindsay has made the state championship meet for sophomore and junior year and is hoping to also make it this year. Last year, she was the OAA Blue Division League champion in the 50 and 100 freestyle, as well as a member of the 400 freestyle relay. She was also selected to the All-League team last year in the OAA Blue Division. She is also involved in NHS, HOSA, senior board, and is a link crew leader. After graduation, Lindsay hopes to go to Butler or Case Western Reserve to study medicine. Miss Lindsay McDonald.
Lindsay McDonald.
And our final senior I have the pleasure to talk about is Miss Hadley O'Brien.
Hadley O'Brien.
Parents Doreen and Patrick. This year, Hadley is also one of our team captains. This is her 4th year on the team. She will also be earning her 4th varsity letter. Hadley's current grade point average is 3.8. With that average, she also will be eligible to receive the Academic All-American Award presented by NISCA. Hadley will always remember the unique aspect of swim team, like morning practices and all the jokes she has with all the girls. There is nothing she will miss more than the team, because we are all family, and the team makes her life great. During her swimming career here at North, Hadley has been on the state team the last 2 years. She is also OAA Blue Division League champion in the 200 freestyle last year, and also was a member of the league champion 400 freestyle relay. She was also selected as All-League last year in the OAA Blue Division. Hadley also plays on the varsity softball team and swims at Sports Club in Woodbrook while on the season. After graduation, Hadley would like to study forensic science at Michigan State University. Miss Hadley O'Brien.
Hadley O'Brien. What a great picture. All right, and that's it for senior night. And here comes Megan, back from singing at the volleyball game. Hi, Megan.
Hi, Josh. This took a little bit longer than expected. Sorry.
Oh, well, that's fine. How's your singing?
It was good, and then I got to see the volleyball senior thing as well, so that was
that's
exciting.
awesome.
Did they already do the seniors
Yep,
first?
they just finished up.
And how was that?
Oh, it was great. Very emotional. Some terrific ladies.
I can't even imagine.
I know, it'll be sad. But we're on to the second half of the meet, where hopefully North Farmington can rally back up and beat Harrison. All right, so up next is going to be the second half of the meet. We have 3 or 4 more events coming up. 1, 4, 5, 6. And 6 more events coming up. It'll be good. It'll be intense. Lots of action. And now we're going to go to a PSA. A public service announcement. PSA, public service announcement.
I can vote. I can vote.
I can vote.
I can vote.
I can vote. I can vote.
I can vote.
I can vote.
I can vote. I can vote.
I can't vote.
I can't vote, but if you're 18 or above, make sure you register to vote to participate in this year's election, because you can vote.
All right, and we are back at the swim meet. 100 fly is next. Hundred fly includes the swimmers Emma Green, Emma Sutherland, Emma Bradley, Miranda Shelley, Lindsay McDonald, and Maggie Lever. And here we're really watching.
All right, so now we're warming up.
We're really watching for North to see if they can pick up the pace and compete with the Harrison Hawks. Looks like Harrison is in the lead for the meet so far. They have won the most amount of firsts, seconds. They've swept 2 events totally. All right. Alrighty, and for one more time, another public service announcement, and we'll be back in a few minutes. All right, and we are back at the North versus Harrison swim meet at North's home pool. They're warming up right now for the 100 fly. After a very emotional senior night. Let's see if those seniors can get their heads back in the game. Coming from the volleyball game, they just had their senior night as well, and they were about to get started with the game. They're playing Farmington tonight. They had a pretty big North student section. They pulled out the bleachers from the other side of the gym, which they normally don't do for volleyball games. There was a lot of strongly spirited students there wearing their best friend's jerseys, and there was lots of parents. It was very quick and short senior night. I was very surprised. Normally senior stuff is much longer. But yeah, it was really good to watch and excited. And TV10 is going to be putting out their Halloween special here in a few weeks. Keep tuned for that. I'm in 4th hour TV10, and we are working on a very scary short movie for you all, and it should be really exciting once it all comes together.
I'm back. Sorry, we had a malfunction. Piece of my earphone fell off. Had to retrieve that. Then head up to the little boy's room. Anyway, still warming up. All right. Coming up next, the first event after diving is the 100 fly. That's 4 lengths of the pool, and the stroke involves taking both your arms, taking them out of the water, over your head, in an arch-like position, and then going into the water, and then undulating, which is like just essentially rocking your hips back and forth with your legs locked together, dolphin kicking up and down, over and over again, breathing as you come out of the water. And then, yeah, and that's and this is it's a butterfly. The butterfly stroke is a very hard stroke. It's very tiresome. It's different than all the other strokes, breaststroke, because breaststroke, essentially freestyle and backstroke are the same. Just one's on your back, one's on your front. It's the same movement essentially. But butterfly and breaststroke. The difference is breaststroke, you take your arms and you push them out in front of your body while they're still essentially underwater, and then you move them in a sweeping position, like around your body to come down to your hips, and you kind of flick your hands, and your legs are doing the same thing essentially as your arms, and it's a longer stroke. You are underwater for a long amount of time. You kind of glide underwater, then you come up, you breathe, you take your stroke, and you go back in the water. It's the slowest of the strokes. I mean, it's an incredibly fast stroke, but it's the slowest of the 3. And, yeah, it's hard.
It seems very hard, Josh, from your explanation.
It may seem hard, but it's not as hard as it looks. It gets, it's not as bad.
Easier with practice.
Yeah. Butterfly's always bad, though. Butterfly's just always the worst.
What would you say the hardest stroke is to do?
For me, I swim backstroke, and I would say that's the hardest, only because when you're doing backstroke, you really can't breathe you think you can because you're on top of the water, but it's a lot of underwater. You're swimming under the water, your entire body, and so you cannot breathe, and all the bubbles rush out of your nose, and it's hard to hold your breath in as opposed to just being underwater on your stomach where you can still hold your breath and the water won't rush into your nose, but on your back it's different. So it's hard to hold your breath.
No, is it hard because you can't see where you're going, or does that have anything to do with it?
Because actually, if you see these flags located on each end of the pool, the flags coming down, that's the notification for backstrokers that they're close to the wall. What you're supposed to do is you're supposed to count how many strokes it takes you to reach the wall when you start seeing those flags. And that's how backstrokers know when to turn on the side and do their flip turn, or when to finish.
Now that looks really hard too when they do the flip at the end of the wall. Does that take practice, or?
Maybe at first, but after, because you do it so many times, I've probably done it like thousands of times for the 3 years I've been on the team. So it becomes second nature after a while.
Right. And they are off with the 100 fly.
And as you can see, they're doing the butterfly. It's going to be close. All right, here comes
Harrison in the lead.
This lead, North coming in second.
With Emma Bradley.
Yep, 2 more strokes. 100 fly is very tiring because not only is it a hard stroke, but it's a long event.
And Miranda Shelley in first. And Miranda Shelley with first place.
All right.
First place with a minute and 1.29 seconds. Harrison with first, North with second, Harrison with third, Harrison with fourth, and North with fifth and sixth.
Yep, looks like Harrison is still dominating. We do not yet have scores, but we will shortly-ish. So we can see what the actual score is. All right. Update on the Tigers game. 1 more out for the Tigers to sweep the Stankies and win 8-1.
7th event here at the North Swim Meet. 100 free.
Farmington in lane 1. Lauren Black in lane 3. Vanessa Cargante in lane 5. Nia Barra. For Harrison in lane 2. Claire Sutherland in lane 4. Kristen Chakalakis. And in lane 6, Shelley Brewer.
All right, here comes Harrison.
Lauren.
But North could come back. They're gaining on him.
Looks pretty close between North and Harrison right now for first.
All right.
It is neck and neck right now.
Nope. Up,
North
and
in the lead.
Tigers just clinched the sweep. But there goes North.
And North takes first. The minute and 15.98 seconds.
All right, coming up
With
next
Leah
event.
Pato.
Our next heat of the 100-yard freestyle. Heat 2.
Final score of the Tiger game. Tigers swept the Yankees.
All right, here coming into the second heat of 100-yard freestyle.
Four heats of the 100-yard freestyle. Going on to the second one right now.
Okay, heat 2, 100-yard freestyle.
And they're off.
For North Farmington in lane 1, Emily Leonard. In lane 3, Lauren Mann. In lane 5, Hannah Stein. For
See if North
Harrison,
can pull off another first here.
Rachel Hall. In lane 4, Carrie Grubbs. And in lane 6, Shiana Wall.
North in the lead.
And North with a substantial lead. Can they keep it?
Lauren Mann in first place right now.
All right, looks like North will be able to hold on to this lead. If only they can come down this last lap and finish it off.
Looks like they're going to keep that.
Looks like it's going to happen. It happened.
In first place of Lauren Mann with a time of 1 minute and 9.6 seconds. North takes first, Harrison second and third, North fourth, Harrison, North for fifth and Harrison for sixth. North is pulling ahead. They're trying to redeem themselves from earlier within the...
They're doing a good job, but it's this last heat that counts. Can they pull off a win?
Be a good end to their senior night if they won. And they're off. A third heat of 4.
They're off.
The
Look at all that
100-yard
splashing, signs of a fast swimmer.
North in the lead currently.
Look at that. Wow, North placing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 for North right now. Can they keep this up? Can they sweep the 100 free? Harrison giving him good resistance.
Jordan Crawford coming up to Noah Arlo, trying to take third. But North still's got 1, 2, 3.
Here they come. 1, 2, 3.
See if they can make it count.
It's hit from North.
All right.
1, 2, and 3.
First with Rebecca Barkey. And second goes to Noah Arlo. And third goes to Nova Petrek.
Terrific swim. Now for the final heat of the 100 free.
See if they can do it again.
Heat 4, 100-yard freestyle.
They're off.
It's going to be a tough race.
It's currently a tie or coming up. Harrison lead. North tied for second right now. Can they come up and beat the first place? You know, You know, a lot of times you would think it'd be the better option to get first place. That is true, but sometimes coming in second and third and then fourth could do wonders if you're not going to get that first place spot. And
Alrighty.
North just got first, second, third, and fourth, which means the other two Harrison swimmers who got fifth and sixth will not be counted.
Aline
Their
Lever
points
with
won't
first.
Go to their team. So even though Harrison did get first place, North won more points that event. Coming up next is the 500. This is 20 laps in the pool. This is an endurance race.
This would be a really hard one to do. You'd have to have really good stamina.
Sprinting the entire time. Almost a 5-minute long race.
Oh my goodness. And how long do you think, like approximately miles is this?
It is 2/5 of a mile. 2/5.
A lot to swim.
Oh yeah, that's a lot.
I get tired doing one lap around the pool.
Yeah.
Good thing I'm not on the swim team.
These girls have a ton of endurance.
How long do they practice for on the weekdays? Do you know?
It's 2.5 hours every day after school. They just recently stopped doing their morning practices, but their morning practice was an hour before school, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's 3 hours in the morning, and then 2.5 for 4 days a week, because Thursdays they have meets, and then Saturday they swim for 3 hours
And
in the
what's the
morning.
purposes of the morning practices? Just to
More conditioning, better in shape. It's a lot of practice.
yeah, you have to be really dedicated to be on this
Yep.
team.
It is. It's worth it though.
All right, let's see how they do.
All right, here we go.
Lead. Update on the volleyball game. North won the first set.
Wow, terrific. Congrats to them. Farmington and North Farmington, two rival teams battling it out. A rematch of the city meet. Who will come out on top? We don't know.
I know the city meet was rough on North, who was supposedly a shoo-in to win, and then ended up coming in second next to Farmington.
Wow.
Harrison with a very big lead right now. With
Yep.
Emily Burnett.
Emily Burnett. I know her. I think. Yep. And you see the people on the left side of the pool, people on the end with the sign holding up the numbers. That's just so the swimmers know what lap they're on. Because 20 laps is a lot, especially when you're sprinting. You kind of lose track. So this helps them know what lap they're on. You can see them there. 5 right now. They only have odd numbers since every lap, every time they see the white board, it'll be on their odd lap.
So one lap is once going down,
Yep.
and then another lap is coming back.
Yep. So going
Alright.
down one way from one end of the pool to the other end of the pool is one lap.
Also having that number, I feel like, would provide motivation, especially once it gets towards the end.
Yep. It does. And then you'll see when they get to 19, they don't actually have a number that says 19. They just have a big red thing, like a big red picture, and they just wave it up and down really fast in the water, and it tells them, it's your last lap, go fast. And they start sprinting when they see that.
I feel like the last lap is the most important out of all of them. If you're going to have stamina for one of them, you want it to be the last one, right?
Yep. But you see the higher in skill level you go, you'll see them start to sprint last 5 laps. That's when they start to sprint. And, I mean, they're going fast the entire time, but those last 5 laps, that's when they're going all out, and that's a lot.
And Emily Burnett still in first on her 11th lap.
Yep. She comes north. Almost catching up. Can they do it? Can lane 5, Alyssa Locke, come in and beat Emily?
Alyssa is a freshman this year.
Oh, wow. Swimming at a varsity event, that's top-notch stuff.
Pretty amazing. Emily Burnett is a sophomore as well. Emily going on her 15th lap.
All right, coming up a couple more laps to go. You know, unfortunately, if one of those people didn't drop the card, they would not be able to retrieve it. It would just be at the end, and the person swimming, it would be up to them to, hopefully they would have been keeping track of how far they've gone, but if not, it'd be rough. Because of any one of the teammates jumps into the pool, it disqualifies all members of that team. So they would not be able to reach in and get it.
And Emily Burnett on her final laps right now.
Final lap. And you'll see when the first person reaches their final lap, the official will ring his bell to let everyone know that they're on their final lap. So here she comes, and almost a lap ahead of everyone else.
Emily Burnett, sophomore at
Gonna clinch the
Harrison.
finish. And boom. Finishes with a time of 5 minutes and 24 seconds. That is a fast time.
Great
All
time
right,
for
there she
her.
goes. And here comes North. Can they get the... Oh, nope. She's got 2 more laps. Harrison with the second place, and North with... Nope. 1 more lap for North, too.
And Harrison's about to sweep this.
Yep, Harrison's been sweeping a lot of it. Break out the brooms. Harrison's
Harrison's
good.
a sweeping. Oh. And North in third. Sophia Schmal.
All right, let's go. The freshman. She's putting in work.
Elise Locke coming in fourth.
All right, there we go.
Fourth and first. Or, fifth.
Yep. Third, fourth, and fifth. Harrison, sixth.
First and sixth, almost a minute and a half apart there.
Yep. Yeah, these a lot of the races usually come down to a couple, seconds, maybe 1 or 2, maybe half second, but the 500 is always a couple, 20-something seconds. Big difference.
A tough race to do. They did a great job.
Oh, they did a terrific job. All right, here we go. 100 breast. 200 IM. This is a essentially a repeat of the very first event, except this time it's only a 50 instead of a 100. Oh no, this is all freestyle. Just kidding. Jokes. Sorry, there's a lot of relays and medleys in this. I get confused.
Doing 200 freestyle relay right now. Lots of girls involved in this one because in each lane there are 4 girls swimming. So it really depends on all of the girls' efforts right now.
Here they go. Harrison leading now. Boom, dive in. And there goes North, second place. Can North catch up? North also in third.
Harrison with first.
And boom. Harrison first.
North second.
North with the second place.
Nicole Teeny finishing that off for North. In lane 3. She did a great job.
Terrific job indeed.
As well as Emily Burnett again, who took it home for Harrison in that.
Remember that, really? Wow, swim 2 events back to back. That's always tough.
Yeah, that'd be really tough, especially since she did the 500 freestyle.
Yep. Yeah, just imagine if she had a break between them.
Calling the raffle right now.
And there is Mike Harfoot and Chrissy Fleck, the coaches of the girls swim team and coaches of the guys swim team. Shout out to Mike and Chrissy. Terrific coaches, terrific people.
9-8-7-7-9-9-3.
All right, so here comes the 100 back. Only event started in the water, not diving off the block.
Okay, this is event number 10, 100-yard backstroke. Mr. Stark.
10th event, 100-yard backstroke.
All right, we're getting ready to start this backstroke. Here we go. What's going to happen?
As Josh talked about earlier, it is very hard for them to breathe in this event because a good chunk of their body is underwater. You would think it would be easier because their heads appear to be out of the water, but in fact it's harder.
All right, here we go, North in lead.
With Lindsay
There you
McDonald.
go. Yep, now you can see how they use those flags for the reference point is when to turn over. If they didn't, they just crash into the wall. That would not be a pretty sight.
I feel like that would be hard to get back into the swim routine.
Definitely. here you go. Can North clinch this lead? Lindsay McDonald in first place right now. All right, there we go. With Farmington with first place. Harrison the second. Third place goes to
North.
fifth place, or Harrison, or North. Sorry, lane 5.
First, North. Second, Harrison. Third, North. Fourth, Harrison. Fifth, Harrison. And sixth place goes to North. Pretty even distribution with that race.
Yep.
Okay, this is heat 11.
Yes, the boys and girls events are the same. They are same, but the point is, or an interesting point, is that during the summer, most people who swim on these sports teams or the swim teams swim also for the summer, and they have a longer pool. This pool here is 25 meters, and the pool for summer swim is 25 yards. It's not that much of a difference, but it is still longer. And instead of swimming, instead of like 100 free, they'd also have a 100 fly. They'd also have a 50 fly, and with the 100 backstroke, they'd have a 50 backstroke. And there's no 500 in the summer swimming.
So does that help them to train better then by having a longer pool?
It's really only longer by like a foot.
Okay.
And it I don't know. It doesn't really, you don't really notice it that much. But those are some differences. I don't know why they do that, but yeah, that's it.
And now, do you notice if boys in general are faster or slower than girls in swim?
I do not mean to be sexist, but it does seem that boys typically are faster when it comes to the sport of swimming. All around.
They probably have more arm strength as well as leg strength because of how they're built. And
evolutionary-wise, males do have bigger upper body strength, and females have bigger lower body strength. And when it comes to swimming, your legs are a huge part of it, but your upper body is more
arms
dominant.
going to carry you through.
Yeah. Not that there aren't some incredibly fast swimmers. There are some of the fastest swimmers in the world are female, but yep. And there we go with first place going to lane 2. Look at that, a minute 15.75 to a minute 15.78. She beat that by 0.03 seconds. That is incredibly fast.
First and second goes to Harrison.
I did not usually see stuff like that. One time, I will tell you, I've seen a tie actually to the 100th of a millisecond. It was incredible. They had to redo their whole swim.
Really?
Yeah.
They can do that?
Yep. They waited for the meet to go over, and then the people who they tied for first and second, so they had them swim again, just them two. Both Norths. It was North swimmer Danny McNeese and Jake Wasco.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I feel like that would be intense going up against your own teammate.
It was, but they had fun with it.
Well, that's good at least that they didn't take it. They took it seriously, but at least they weren't going to be like mad or anything.
All right, here we go with the we have one more event left, and that is the 400 free relay. This is one of the bigger events because in all these events before us, it is first through fourth place, but the 400 free relay only first through third place. So fourth and fifth do not count. Or I'm sorry, first through fifth counted for everything except for this event. This event is only first through third. So fourth and fifth place do not count for any points to their team.
Right now we are going to do 100-yard breaststroke.
Okay, this is the last event of the evening, event 12, 400-yard.
Oh, just kidding. Sorry about that. 400-yard freestyle relay.
Each swimmer swims 100 yards, which is 4 laps, freestyle. You know, when they say freestyle, that does literally mean any style. If you're in a freestyle event, you can swim any way you want.
Really?
Yes, as long as
I
you're
thought it was just the swim freestyle.
nope, as long as your stomach's facing the ground and you have the same consistent stroke throughout your entire race, you can do anything you want.
So you couldn't do backstroke though in freestyle, correct?
Oh yeah, you could not do backstroke because your stomach doesn't be facing the bottom of the pool. But I've seen people swim butterfly in a freestyle event because it is legal.
Because if it's their strongest stroke, that's what they're going to want to go
Yep.
with, right?
That is true. Typically freestyle is faster, but I've seen cases where it's not.
Harrison
So
with
just
the lead.
interesting tidbit.
Emily Burnett again with Harrison in the lead. She's a very strong swimmer. I'm sure we'll see lots of great things for her in years to come.
All right, here we go. Harrison in the lead. North is the second place. All right, a little late for North off the block there. These relay starts are hard to get a good hold of and dive off at the perfect timing, because if you dive off before the person swimming touches the wall, whole relay is disqualified. It's got to be perfect. Also, you don't want to dive on them.
That would be bad.
Yes. Here comes.
Harrison's still in first.
Yep.
But North behind in second and third.
Harrison still in the lead. North has a chance to come in second. Even though at this point, I don't think coming in first, second, or third would really help their deficit now. Harrison is in a pretty large lead. Looks like they're going to clutch this this meet. So here comes Harrison. One more person in the relay, their anchor now.
Miranda Shelley is their anchor in lane 4.
Can they pull it off? They're off. Boom. Here comes Harrison for the first place. They're going to get it. Oh, let's see the time. 26.07. That's a terrific time for a 400 free relay. Oh.
Harrison with
Here comes
first.
Harrison, first place. 3 minutes, 57 seconds, and 18 milliseconds. This is the final heat. There's always only one heat of the 400 free relay, because there's four people per relay, so that's 12 people in this one event. It'd be very hard to make 2 heats because there's just simply not enough people. All right, and there's 2 more people swimming. Harrison and Harrison.
Harrison and North are still swimming.
Harrison and North now. fighting for 4th and 5th. Looks like Harrison's going to take, or 5th and 6th. Looks like Harrison's going to take 5th. North coming up with a 6th.
Right. Good 40-second difference here, or a minute difference here.
And boom. Finished by North.
What a great meet.
It was intense. Great night for the ladies. Yep. Senior night. This is not what they wanted. They wanted to win, but they knew coming into this that Harrison was incredibly good, and it was a long shot to come out with a win.
They really were great competition, and I think it's also hard when you know people on the other team, and it's tough losing to people you know.
It is. Luckily, these ladies are good sports about it. That's always good. But yeah, it's rough.
They put up a good fight.
They did. They've had a great season. They've had a great meet tonight. Even though they didn't beat Harrison, they had a great meet for themselves. Beat some of their olden times, and that's really all you can look for. See, when you lose a meet that you knew you couldn't beat. Oh, here comes the final score.
Harrison High School, 116.
Harrison High School 116. North Farmington 67. Harrison with the win by a large deficit. But you know what? It's all right. These girls seem to be happy. Harrison's happy. That's all that matters. All right. Well, this has been TV10 Sports, Harrison versus North Farmington Swim Meet. We hope to see you again. Over and out.
All right. Good night, everybody.